South Africa are taking South Africa 1 are taking on Morocco 2. Shane Williams for the South Africans. Shot goes up, unsuccessful there. Some confusion. It will take these players a bit of time to get used to the rules of competition. And so break and play will give me an opportunity to run through the players there. Number 5 for South Africa, and South Africa obviously in the gold strip. Number 5 there's Junior Mzileni. Number 12 is Shane Williams. The number 14 for South Africa is Cecil Dumont, and number 10 in the distance there, the substitute is Rakhetsi Moleti. For the Moroccan 2 side, we've got the number 12 there is Mohamed Bargo. Number 10 is Abdullah Ghani, and on court is the number 9 is Faoud Moussati, and the substitute for the Moroccans is Bilal Al-Lashab. All right, back to the action. No score yet, and 15 seconds played. So just a reminder, 10 minutes. 10-minute games or the first to 21 points. So South Africa's Mzileni puts up the shot, it doesn't drop, and the Moroccans will need to take it out, past the arc, and now start the attack. Mohamed Bargo puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Rebound picked up by Cecil Dumont for South Africa. Thinks about a 3-point attempt, decides better of it, and working his way in. Shot clock is up at 2, and he is unsuccessful. Ball picked up by the defensive side, needs to be sent beyond the 3-point arc, and then the offensive side can begin the play. So Morocco, first points. I think the scorer there has not put the points on for Morocco, so Morocco currently should be 1 up, but I'll wait for confirmation on that. So for every foul in the act of shooting, the player that was fouled will have 1 free throw. Every point scored beyond the arc, in the arc will be 1 point, and the traditional 3-pointer will only carry a 2-point score. So, as it stands, looks like the score that they made earlier didn't count. So Morocco 0, South Africa 2. So South Africa 1 now. Moussati for Morocco, trying to find Abdullah Ghani. He puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Rebound deflects off Cecil Dumont, and good work there by Mzileni initially, and good. Unfortunately, that won't count as the Moroccans were on their defense, and they would need to send the ball out past the 3-point arc. So turnover ball, South Africa's possession now. Mzaleni puts up the shot and it drops. So South Africa 2, South Africa 1, 2 and Morocco 2, 0, just to get everybody confused there. Number 12 for Morocco is Bargo, finds Musati, shot goes up and just in the nick of time, so Morocco 1, South Africa 2. Apologies, it looks like that previous shot didn't count, the shot clock violation. So still Morocco yet to open the account. All right, so Morocco 1, South Africa 2, 7 minutes 12 left in this encounter. Foul against the Moroccan Shane Williams. Cecil Demond 2, Junior Mzaleni puts up the shot and is fouled by Mohamed Bargo. So Shane Junior Mzaleni will go to the free throw line to try and get South Africa back into the lead. Current scoreline is South Africa 2, Morocco 2. Mzaleni rolls around the rim and he extends the lead to 3-2 to South Africa. 6 minutes 29 left. Dumont trying desperately to steal there but loses control of his chair, and as a result a foul is called against the South African captain. The ball has to be checked by the defensive side and then handed to the offensive side to start the offensive play there. So referee making sure that that was adhered to, and now Shane Williams will need to bring it out past the three-point line. Thinks about taking the long shot, puts it up anyway, and successful. So South Africa 4, Morocco 2. Just a reminder, it's a straight knockout system here. If any team loses their particular encounter, they're immediately knocked out, and the winning team progresses to the next phase of competition. So Algeria 1 are already through, and the Egyptian second side are out, and the winner of this game obviously goes through to the next round. Shot clock violation against Morocco, and the South African side will have another attempt. Mzaleni puts up the shot, doesn't drop, and Morocco will pick up the rebound and will start the offensive play from behind the arc. Number 10 for Morocco is Abdullah Ghani, 2 Mohamed Bargo. South African defenders keeping the Moroccans out of the zone, and shot goes up just at the nick of time, and Morocco able to pick up the rebound, but good defensive play there by Mzaleni for South Africa. And Morocco, though, will have possession. 5 minutes 10 left in this game, and we have a 2-point deficit. South Africa in front. A reminder, South Africa in the gold and green kit, and Morocco playing in red. Williams for South Africa. Thinks about a 3-point attempt, which is a 2-pointer, and passes it to Mzaleni. He's unable to convert, and Morocco now with Abdullah Ghani puts up the shot and drops. So Morocco move to within 1 point. Mzaleni to Shane Williams. Shane Williams will look to put it up. Doesn't drop for him, and rebound picked up there by Fahoud Al Musati for Morocco. Finds Mohamed Barga. Moroccans trying to break the key, which they successfully are able to do so with Ghani, but he was unable to make anything count. But South Africa has managed to keep possession. Shot clock is about to sound. Shane Williams had to put up the last-ditch attempt there, and it doesn't drop for South Africa. So Morocco, opportunity now to bring the scores level. Musati closely watched there by Mzaleni. Working well with Cecil Dumont. Shot goes in, and excellent shot there from Fahoud Al Musati, and he now brings the scores level. Morocco 4, South Africa now 5, as Junior Mzaleni hits back immediately. Musati into Mohamed Barga, and Shane Williams seems to be having a problem with his strapping, so substitution, and into the game checks Rakhetsi Moleti for South Africa. Scores level. Shot clock, of course, as we mentioned earlier, in the 3-on-3 version of the game, the teams have 12 seconds to get a shot up, and a lot quicker action here. Foul is called against the South African captain, Cecil Dumont. Musati for Morocco to Mohamed Barga. Unsuccessful there, and Moleti hands it over to Mzaleni. Dumont looking for the gap. Finds Moleti. Moleti unable to convert, much to his frustration. And Morocco with Musati. He will put up the 2-point attempt. It doesn't drop. And fortunately for Morocco, and Cecil Dumont unable to pick up the rebound, and they will have another opportunity to try and take the lead in this particular encounter. Ball drops kindly for the South Africans, and Rakhetsi Moleti in possession for South Africa, working with Mzaleni. Has to put up the shot, doesn't drop, and Morocco, time running down now, 1 minute 45. Ghani puts a pass through to Musati. Will he convert for Morocco? He does. So Morocco into the lead. South Africa will need to start making their opportunities count. Mzaleni, what can he do for the South African side? Shot clock at 1. Good defensive play there by Morocco, and unfortunately for the South Africans, they turn the possession over, and Ghani to Bargo. 1 minute 10 left on the game clock. Can he convert for Morocco? He can't. Race now to pick up the possession, and the blue line there is an out of bounds area, so Morocco lose possession, and South Africa will have an opportunity now to try and level this encounter, and the clock is now under the 1 minute mark, so South Africa need to start converting if they stand any chance. Shot clock is at 1. He puts up the Hail Mary shot, and it doesn't drop for him. Roy, that looks like the South African players are not adjusting to the 24-second shot clock, and it's only 12, and they're taking a bit too long to try.
Let's call it shot clock, because so we don't need to keep differentiating. Since we have a close game here, it's important to talk about overtime procedures. And typically from the 5-on-5, where we have a set time of 5 minutes as overtime. In 3-on-3, it's not a set time. The winner will be the team who scores 2 points first, and that's it, 2 points. So if they tie here 8-8, the first team who reaches 10 will win the game. Doesn't matter if they tie at 9 again.
All right,
in the overtime.
Well, that's good. Good to understand. But in this instance, the missed opportunities for the South Africans have cost them, and they now exit the tournament. And Morocco too will progress to the next stage. Coming up after this game, we will have the encounter between the second South African team, and they will take on Egypt 1.